Good morning, everyone. Welcome back to the Zulcron Sports YouTube channel. You join me in my garage. I am just doing a little bit of prep because I'm going to go fishing tonight. I've just dropped the missus off at work and I thought I'd come back and do a little fishing gear prep ready for tonight. So what I'm going to be doing is I'm going to be making a few cart sticks up, but I'm going to be making them rather than in a stick. I'm going to be making them into these little balls. One, because I think the sticks are just a little bit too big for me baits, and I'm always finding myself chopping at them and making them smaller. And two, because Mr. Daniel Swan makes them into a nice circle shape as well, and they look very smart. And yeah, it's all about bait presentation, whether you're going to hook your fish or not. So I'm always just tinkering on and finding better ways to do stuff, and Danny Swan, cheers. Your baits look immaculate, so I'm going to give it a go. So I've got a few old cart sticks from an old session that have basically just melted and gone to slop. So I've got them in my bucket here now, and I'm basically just going to put them in the moulds and stick them in the freezer, let them go hard, and then I'm going to put them in a pair of my missus's tights. Don't tell me missus. She'll probably kill me if she finds out I'm stealing her tights. So yeah, I am going to get everything prepped and ready, and I'll bring you back. Right then, there's my little pot of coral. I'm not going to do too many. At the end of the day, I am just experimenting, so I don't want to melt down a load of these to then find out they're not big enough, they don't work, or whatever. So yeah, I'm going to make 3 or 4 and use them tonight, or however many this gets me. But yeah, like I say, there's my mould. So basically all I'm going to do now is this is just like gelatine, and all this is just the coral from the female crabs, which you get cart wings from. So this is just the leftovers that maybe wouldn't get used, but I find the fish just as well as the cart wings, if not better sometimes. So yeah, it's definitely worth getting. So this is obviously off Joe Morrison as always. These were his sticks, but like I said at the end of the session there, the sort of just got a little bit of slop in my flask, and basically they turned to that. So I'm going to bring them back to life by putting them in the shape that I want, purely for this little experiment that I'm doing. And yeah, if it works, then I'm going to get a load block of coral off Joe Morrison, and knock a load up. So yeah, let's get into it. So I am just going to be a little messy man and just use my fingers here. As you can see, it's literally just like jelly. The edges. See, never done this mould before, so you are seeing me experiment with them. There we go. So all I'm going to do now is I'm going to stick these in the freezer and just hope for the best. And I'll bring you back when they've gone a bit more solid and I can get them in the tights. Right, bring you back. Stuff which we'll not talk about. The crabs, let's say. But yes, bring you back when these have hardened up a bit. Right then, I am back. The cart sticks or coral has been in the freezer now for a good couple of hours. I'm just about to get them out, and I'm going to see if they come out of that tray. Okay. And then we'll get them in the tights and we'll see how it goes. Aye, let's hope for the best. Like I said, it's an experiment. Never properly done it before. So let's get to it. Here's some I prepared earlier. Right. Let's try and crack this tray open without destroying what's inside. Oh, yes. There we go. They actually look half decent. Not as smooth as I would have liked, but it's hard to judge and get them full. I mean, I suppose you could overfill them and allow that to spread a bit more around the outsides, but that's just a bit of a waste in my opinion. Anyway, let's pop them out. He says. On camera. There's one. Oh, look at that. It's like a gobstopper. Lovely. Right, let's get them in some tights. Right then, so there is a knack to this. So this might go horribly wrong to start with until I get the knack. The knack being the technique, for those of you who do not live up north. Right, so all I'm going to do is drop my little boilie into the bottom of there. Maybe not round the ankle, not a fan of that. Not a fan of the way that's sat. Right, maybe round there. There we go. It's more like it. I'm just going to pull that nice and tight like that. I'm going to get my bait elastic. I'll whip around this a good fair few times. These are going to be a small bait for sure. Oops. But you don't need lots of cart on your baitings, that's for sure. Now all I'm going to do is create a loop, a granny knot essentially. If I can get it off my thumb, pull that down tight. Couple more granny knots. Oops. And pull that one down tight. Nice and tight. Hopefully that should stay nice. Boop. That's what we're left with. Looks like a microphone, doesn't it? Just a small ball of cart. Could maybe do with them a bit bigger. For now, I'm just going to stick them in this little tub here. Like I said, I'm only going to do 5 for now. There you have it. Carp boilies, ready to go out. As you can see, they are small, but like I said, they might do just to top up a bait, or if you're putting a tiny bait out with a little bit of squid up the back. Aye, they should do okay. Right, then what I'm going to do now is get these in the freezer, get the rest of my gear sorted for tonight, and I'll see you on the beach. Hello everyone, welcome back to the beach. I am just going to get set up. It is around 3 hours until high water, so I'll fish it up and then I'm going to fish it back to 1, maybe 2 hours. I'm out for a fast one tonight, back to work in the morning. Nice early start to get up to Edinburgh. I am fishing at a beach in Northumberland tonight, and I'm hoping for a couple of codling, if not a nice big cod. It's sort of the calm before the storm at the minute. We've got 25 mile/hour winds due later on tonight, and it doesn't really feel like there's a breath of any wind at all at the moment, so I genuinely do think it is the calm before the storm. So, without further ado, I'm going to set up my equipment and I'll let you watch. Rig then. 6 ounce lead. I'm going for a 6 ounce tonight just because I've got my XT super light. It's designed for this sort of fishing. A little bit softer than the XT light. And yeah, I just thought I'd bring it out because I only really use it down south. But it is more than capable of this type of fishing over cleanish ground. So this ground out here is clean to mixed. But 6 ounce lead, 30 pound rotten bottom smiley clip, 100 pound rig body, bead, 295 pound power swivel, bead, onto another power swivel, onto the hook length which is 70 pound, onto a 2/0 Chinook from Seaglow, and a 3/0 short shank Kentaro. Lovely jubbly, hopefully that does the trick. Just a short pulley rig, it's probably about 6 foot in length. I think I'm about 5'9" if I'm lucky, and it's a couple of inches above my head, so I'm going to give it about 6 foot. No need to go much longer. There's not much tide pull on these beaches. Yeah, you're just causing yourself a nightmare if you go any longer, in my opinion. But right, let's get baited up. Right then, quickly go through a baiting. Right then, so I think I'm going to go for a bluey and for the carp boilies that I prepared earlier, because I am itching to see how they perform. So with my blueies then, all I do is just snip behind the eyes. Snip behind the eyes, chuck that away. Maybe not much of it off. Then I just open them up a bit, like so. So I've seen where my hook wants to go. Again, I'm just going to put a little hole in it, bury my hook a little bit.
grab my baiting tool in, just to make it that little bit easier for myself. I hope you can see with my head torch on as well. Quickly turn it off, I didn't realise I had it on. I'm going to go for one of the little card boilies that I made earlier. And as you can see, they are frozen absolutely solid there. I'm literally just going to strap this to the back. If I can. In this situation, it probably would have been better just to use a cart stick, but I'm itching to try them out to see how they dissolve with the tights. There you have it. Bluey and carp boilie. Hopefully this picks out the bigger fish as well. We'll see. Let's get this first one on. So that's the first cast out there, sat nice in the waves. Just a little flick to start with. Just have a little knock. First fish of the night, canny whiting. Nah, he's probably a good 30 odd centimetres. Not bad. I'm going to chuck him back now. He came on me lovely carton bluey bait. Right, let's get him back. Next baiting ready to go out. Cart stick, bluey up the back. Lovely. I hope you can hear me over the windows. Second fish of the night, a small little codling. Not very big at all. He's probably 30 centimetres maybe. The whiting was bigger than him. Carton bluey. Nice little rattle in the stand, nice bit of sport. XT super light, like I said, it's got a nice soft tip, you see everything on it. So this little fish didn't half buckle it over. I'm just going to get him unhooked now, and I'm going to chuck him back, and I'll catch us hopefully with a bigger fish. Right then, fish number 3 of the session. So I've literally had 3 or 4 casts, and although they're only small, this one's probably just size, probably just legal size limit, maybe 40 centimetres or so. But there's fish there, it's good sport, and I'm just happy to be out. Normally I'm at work on a Monday, so I am not grumbling. But like I said, it's not going to be a late one, because I've got to be up early in the morning to travel back. But there's some good things planned for this winter. Me and Matty are going to try and get back up to Arbroath. Some of you may have seen on my Facebook that I've been to Arbroath doing some filming for for future sessions, let's say. And yeah, some good stuff to come for sure. Well. Some pleasure session this. him on the scales now and give him a wash so you can see him properly. But it's a lovely fish, like. Well chuffed with this one. Didn't half give us a banging bite in the stand, like. Say it's about £6 maybe, £5-6. I'll get him on the scales now, but whoa. Just had it on the scales. Hope you can hear me. Just under £6, and I mean it was a smidge under £6. But hey, I'm not gonna grumble. Carp, mussel, and squid. Joe Morrison's bait doing the absolute business. Come on, cut all hour. So that's a whiting, one undersized codling, a sizable codling, and then this. Get in there. Well, I think I'll take this one home for eating. Get in. Happy with that. Brutal out here, but I'm going to go through another bait. Move the fish out the way. And move the other fish out the way. Right then. So for this cast, I get a cart stick. Stick. So first I'm going to wrap the bluey on. Why? I don't know. I just am. There's the bluey wrapped on. And I'm going to go for the little half a carp, well, it's a quarter of a carp wing now. Here's lethal out here. I keep getting these sessions where it's just raining all the time, man. Then I'm going to go for the 2 mussel on the back of the cart wing. Then for the extra cent, nice cart stick. Well, it's like literally a quarter again. It's a good thing about cart, you can just chop it down and make it how you want it. And I believe that bigger fish came to a baiting with one of my cart balls on it. I'm not saying that was the sole reason it took the bait, but it shows that they are doing something at least. You've seen this plenty before, but 1, 2, 3, slide it down a little bit, like so, and then nick it in the front of the back. Nice small, little cartwing, mussel, bluey, and card stick bait. Come on the cod, let's see if I can pull another one out. Another one straight after. Probably just size again, but I'm going to get this one back. There's no need to keep this one for me. He's a little bit on the skinny side, although he is size. He's just a little bit on the skinny side for me. Happy happy days, they're coming in thick and fast tonight. As you can see here, the rotten bottom worked a treat. I was snagged up completely to start with, and aye, it's worked a treat, that rotten bottom. Lynmouth power station all lit up at night. Tell you what, I certainly don't mind the look of them. Right then, as you can see, I am back in the garage where we started. I've just filleted them 2 fish that I brought home, that I kept, and yeah, it's the end of the fishing session. It got very uncomfortable out there. It was only a super pleasure session, going down there for a couple of hours just in between the flat period before the winds came, and then when winds definitely came, yeah, they were gusting up the beach at probably 25-30 mile per hour at the end, and like I said in the video, it was probably 8 to 10 foot by the time I'd left. It was still just fishable, but yeah, it was just quite uncomfortable. I've got work in the morning, so I thought I'd get myself away, get them filleted. I'm going to go inside now and just wash them down, put them in a freezer bag, and take them up to work for a couple of lads tomorrow, as they are always after fresh fish, the Scottish boys, so I take them up there for them boys. And aye, if you have enjoyed the episode, then please leave a like. If you've enjoyed the little bits in the garage, sort of what I get up to before I go fishing, if I've got the time, of course. Obviously I had the Monday off today, so I knew I'd have a little bit of time to kill before I came out tonight. And yeah, if you, like I say, if you did enjoy, please let me know in the comments. And aye, thank you all for your support, and I'll see you in the next one.